When it comes to the management, the administration of the city, tell us about a couple of things, maybe three, that Mayor Gray has done that you would have done differently purely as matters of public policy.
Well, as matters of policy, for example, in our ward, we're very concerned about moving our schools along. And I have been very concerned that the investments in Ward 4 schools is lacking. And that's what we're going to spend a lot of time in this budget, for example, making sure that these schools are getting their fair share. When we go across the city, Kojo, what people are concerned about is that there's been unequal investment in our schools. And they're right. And so we want to make sure that moving forward that we continue to have the investments that every neighborhood deserves. I'm very concerned, for example, it looks like the mayor is backtracking on his commitment to Roosevelt High School and Coolidge High School, while at the same time talking about changing the boundaries for how children can enter high schools that have already received hundreds of millions of dollars of investment. So it's very important that we stay focused on these issues.
You told the Post that the city has lost heat and urgency when it comes to education. We've heard from a lot of people who say that Kaya Henderson, who was Michelle Rhee's deputy, is working hard to continue what Rhee started, just in a less confrontational way. You're sounding a little bit like you miss Michelle Rhee. Would you rehire her?
I like Kaya Henderson quite a lot, and we want her attention, and we want to understand her plan for Ward 4, and we want to understand her plan for the entire city. The residents of Ward 7, the council member for Ward 7 has expressed quite a bit of frustration at what exactly is the plan for these schools. It's not good enough to only invest in one side of the city. It's not good enough only to have a plan to close schools without having a plan to reinvigorate programs at the other schools. We all have to be very concerned about that.
If you were mayor, what kind of guidance would you give to someone like Kaya Henderson right now?
I would tell her that D.C. public schools have to be more like the charter schools. There's a reason why the charter schools are attracting more and more of our children. We see those schools, they act in a more autonomous way, not laden with the bureaucracy of the D.C. government central office. We see them trying more entrepreneurial types of management, which is important. And we see them thinking out of the box and operating out of the box. Longer school days, school during the summer, attracting different types of leaders in the school. So those are the types of things that we have to see. We also want to see our schools more connected to the other areas of our school system, our entire system, the private universities, UDC, the community college, and our workforce training programs.